Hey Angie, I got your... How long have you been doing that?
For about a week.
Any reason?
He saw the new Dragons trader.
Ah.
What am I doing with my life?
I need a new job.
So, coming off the heels of Triple Cross, which was a character-driven episode, Family Matters kind of feels just a little just standard at best. It returns to the old format of writers are continuing to battle the Flyers. Their first plan to beat them doesn't work. They retreat. They come back, and they beat the Flyers. So I'm really sorry if I don't feel particularly energetic, because the last episode was just really so great. It was captivating, and like I said, this episode we're just, back, back to the routine. The whole premise is that the writers finally get the idea to try to locate where the Flyers are getting all these Singe Tails, when they discover that one of them was covered in Death's song Amber. So after checking on Garth and bringing him back to the edge, they use the Dragon Eye to locate the possible island where they're keeping them. Not only do they find it, but they also find the adult Death song that adopted Garth, and Garth gets captured. Yeah, didn't really see that one coming. So the first plan was to use the Hook Fang's Monstrous Nightmare gel to free all the Singe Tails, and it looks like it works, and it's kind of what has been pretty standard for the whole, or just been what I'm trying to say. What has been pretty great for the whole season is that just the music that plays over it is just very beautiful, and not as good as the ending to the last episode, but still pretty good. And so now I can see why some fans would actually want the soundtrack release. But the Singe Tails, they don't fly away. They go back to where the Death song is, and that's when my brain starts working. If they weren't drawn from the melody of the Death song, so that means that the Flyers must have something that keeps them there. And Fish Legs, after attending to one of the injured Singe Tails, lets it go and comes across the island, where it's revealed that the Singe Tail eggs are there as well. That's where the Singe Tails come to lay their eggs, and that's where they hatch, and that's where they get more Singe Tails. So that's why they were always so protected. That's why they kept coming back. All while this is happening, Snot Loud is trying to write a book, which honestly that was the funniest part of the episode, especially all his chapters, and just the way he moved. Whenever he brings his book out, and the monocle, and the pencil. So how the writers finally beat the Flyers is that Fish Legs brings the Cavern Crusher, I forget what it's called, from 2 seasons ago, and Snot Loud brings it upon himself to get them out of this mess because of past dealings. And it seems to work. The Crusher, the salamander-looking dragon, did enough damage that the writers, they free the Singe Tails, they rescue the eggs, and and they free the adult Death Song. And back on the edge, Snotlout is safe. How did he beat the Cavern Crasher? We don't know. We're never known. We never know. It's just like the Budapest incident in Avengers. It's there, but we don't know. Well, though I kind of have a feeling this is going to be a very short review, because like I said, the last episode was awesome. It wasn't focused on plot, it was focused more just on character, which when viewing this episode feels, kind of feels like the low point. This episode isn't bad at all. It's average. Now, unlike the last couple episodes where I didn't have anything bad, I would just kind of like to point out that when Astrid is pretty much, admitting, reflecting on the fact that she insisted on bringing Garf, and that's kind of how Garf got captured, Hiccup is going like, no, it was my decision. Now, okay, that is true. It was his decision to just finally agree with Astrid, but she was insistent. I feel like she does have to have some blame for this. But just the moment where she has that self-reflection, I feel like it just made up for the two moments where the two comedic moments. They were funny, where Hiccup is like trying to be logical and the reason with Astrid why Garf can't be with them, only to cut away and, Astrid got what she wanted. Now, what I did like the most, of course, is Snotlout. He's the one who, I guess, got most of the comedy instead of the twins. And my favorite part was just when he pulls out both monocles, so it looks like glasses, and I'm just going to point this out there. He looks like Jack Black. From either Goosebumps or Jumanji, doesn't matter. He looks like him, which is funny. And also, Jack Black voiced Po in Kung Fu Panda, another DreamWorks movie. And yeah, like I said, this was going to be a short review. It's not particularly engaging. I didn't want to force any, to be very energetic when I didn't really feel a lot. It didn't actually give me a whole lot to just be overjoyed with. But it's meant to set up the climax. And also, I kind of might have spent some energy watching the first trailer for the third Dragons movie that came out. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh my god, have you seen that poster for it? It's so beautiful. Okay. So, it's the end of the review. You know what comes next. DreamWorks, please release the discs. Please release the soundtrack, because the song when they freed the Cinchtails was awesome. And show the Night Fury babies. Oh god, I can't wait for the third movie.